wrath of some of these rants. And about 17 years ago, this person cornered a couple of us when I was a U30 and told us we needed to kind of get our butts in gear and get involved. And we did. Some of us did. So our Hall of Fame award winner for USPTA Missouri Valley is Gary Trost. I'm just going to read some of his accolades here. Gary has been a USPTA member for 30 years and a master professional. He was an assistant coach for 5 years at Oklahoma City University, a top 5 NAIA men's tennis team. He coached many state and nationally ranked juniors. Gary received Missouri Valley Pro of the Year 4 consecutive times, 2004, 2006, 2007, and 2009. Through the USTA, he served as the Oklahoma president from 2008 to 2010. While president, the Valley received the National Small Division of the Year award twice and National Most Improved Division. From 2012 to 2016, Gary has been a USPTA National Vice President. 2016 to present, he is the first National Vice President, which in turn, goodness help us all, he might be the president of our association probably. Gary served on many national USPTA committees. He's been the chair of the National Nomination Committee, the National Certification Committee, National Tournament Committee, National Sports Science Committee, National Budget and Finance Committee. Gary has been instrumental in the changes and updates to the USPTA certification process. Gary has had over 30 articles published in all the magazines, Advantage and everything. Gary has received the George Basio National Tester of the Year Award in 2006. So again, it's reading some of these, very good career. Hopefully much longer to go. We do have one person that does want to say something before we give out the award, someone that's been influential again and also a lot of our lives. Bunny Bruning's going to come up and say something.
Yeah. Pretty sure he should be a friend. He should be very afraid. Came about a little bit last second, so I left early last night to write my notes. Gary and I joined the USPTA about the same time. My number is 7802, and your number is?
Don't tell them because they'll get on my website.
I believe it's 7806. And so we joined about the same time, and we were newbies on the board about the same time. We were in St. Louis at the convention there. We were put outside the room at a table to be the registration and greeters, and so everyone would come through us and we'd say hello and talk to them and chat. And he was, of course, the chatty one, and I'm putting together the packets, of course. And he's having drinks, and his bar is right over there. And everyone else goes in this room behind us. And he kept saying, hey, do you want a drink? And I'm like, no, I'm thinking, I gotta be kosher, I'm professional. You know, I'm thinking I'm at a job, I don't drink on the job. And finally, after he had 2 drinks, I broke down, and he got me a rum and Coke. He's always treated me as an equal, and I appreciate that. And probably everyone here, no matter who you are, he treats you as an equal. Our backgrounds in life are also very similar. We won't go into the details, but one thing you don't know maybe about me, we both are immigrants. I just don't have a fancy accent. And obviously he comes from Australia, and if you haven't heard stories about his mom is very special to him. And she has quite the history of tennis. And I think there's something very special in his hometown of her there. And of course he gets a little misty when he talks about her, and so do I. He also gets a little misty when he talks about his wife and his kids. And 2 of his boys are here today. The girls are at home, and the boys say they're probably having a party. So when they get home. But I flew down to Oklahoma City when all the kids were little, and Reese, you're the youngest, right? Or
No, I'm the youngest,
sorry.
yeah.
How old was Reese? 6, maybe?
5.
Yeah. And so I met them all, and I had a great time, and that's when Gary and I got tested, and we were testing at his club and with RJ, and had a great time. But I got to know the kids a little bit, and a few years later, or not maybe that much, Reese had to have heart surgery.
When he was 4, Reese was 4.
When it was 4, I mean, it's just, you know, it was horrifying. And Gary called me right after surgery when we knew that Reese was okay, and he was bawling, and I was bawling. And when he speaks about how Carrie and he met, he always ends it with this disbelief that she chose him. It's very special. He cares deeply. He loves completely. And then there's the rants. There's the Gantz and Bianco rant that's very famous. We won't go into details. There's the Slaka rant. There's the U30 rants. There's the Women's Committee rants. And it says he's passionate about our sport and our organization. His integrity digs to his core like no other. His creativity is inspiring because he has so many ideas for our division and for national and for his club and his staff and his friends. His humor is infectious. His friendship is forever. He's of the highest character. He is a servant leader. And I will love it. Always. Thank me.
Try and get through this real quick. It's a little different when you're on the other side receiving. Thank you for the Hall of Fame committee. Thank you for everybody. This to me is a celebration of all of us. I share. Wow. I didn't know if I was going to talk. Yeah, share this with all the old testers, the old board, the new board. I gotta read some of this, otherwise I'll get misty-eyed again. I gotta thank my staff. I can't do everything that I do without leaving a lot. And even though Andy's here this weekend, she's backing me up. She's unbelievable. So I have one of the best staffs. I have the best members. They allow me to do this. The fellow rats are here, and maybe you can take it back. I had mentors, people that when I grow up, I want to be like them. I've been up here long enough, but